for phase 1.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to rebuilding Goldcrest Farm, where I have been very busy once again. And I've tidied up a bit. First thing we need to do is we need to make it the next day. We need to skip ahead a day, because it's a little bit too late in the evening. Let's just let's go to about there somewhere. There we go. Now, our cows desperately need looking after because, well, we have many of them now. I've went and purchased a whole massive, ridiculous amount of them. So we've got 101 cows and 102 sheep. Currently our cows bred. But as you can see, the sheep are fine. The cows need everything. We can give them grass just now. That's easy enough. And we just throw a heap of these bales over here, since we knocked half the stack over anyway. This is the easy part. May notice a whole heap of trailers over there. I'll get to that in a minute. Wow, they want more. There's a cow there. Very, very rude cows. So how are we all doing this evening? I hope everyone's having a lovely week so far. I've certainly had a busy one. Can't believe how many bales these guys are taking. I want another one. Yeah, that'll do them for that. They need silage or hay and power food. That's not difficult to do. We can do that no problem. You give them water too, but we'll get to that later. They have enough to last them a little while. As for the straw, we have some things to do with straw, but in Wednesday's live stream there I promised to go ahead and get rid of the silage. So this is how far we've gotten. Got a conveyor belt set up, a whole heap of silage is gone. Well, it's not gone, it's over here in all of these trailers. I'll see if I can jump up and show you. All these trailers, of which there are 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. 13 trailers here. Every one of them are completely full of 70,000 litres of silage. And we need to move it all, which is quite a task. But before that, I suppose I could just give the cows some of it. I'll just take this trailer into the field with us and we will give them some out of this trailer, because this trailer is as good as any other. A few more cows actually in the field with us now. To run over that cow. Actually, that cow's walking into us. We're running over these other two. But I don't expect them to take massive amounts. There's maybe 10,000 litres, give or take. Or maybe more. Maybe a lot more. My god, how much are they going to take? That's ridiculous. More than half a trailer. That I wasn't expecting. Hi there, Steve. How are you doing tonight? And welcome along as well, Annie. I can't believe they're just taking almost a full trailer of silage. That's incredibly more. That's and they want more than that. Well, there you go. There's one empty trailer anyway. That was easy. Not what I actually had planned, but there you go. Now we do still have traffic off, so for the empty trailers for now, they are just going to be... We're going to be using the highway as sort of our parking lot for empty trailers to get them out of the way. This is a slightly different variant of the truck I was using before. This one does turn at the back, so I'm slightly less likely to crash it. But let's move this first trailer over. We'll get this first one done and out of the way up at the BGA. And then we'll move on to other things, because there are other things to do. Many other things to do. Unfortunately, we do kind of have to hang about at the BGA in order to get all the money from the silage. What I've gone ahead and done between Wednesday and today is gotten these fields with wheat in them. That is purely for the straw. I'm not that fussed about what we do with the wheat. Thanks for that one, Joseph. But I definitely want the straw. We need the straw. Now, some of you may have noticed I put an event up on the channel and then started a different stream. Now, I've actually come to the conclusion that when I put the events up on the channel, it causes the lag to be so much worse during the stream. I have no idea why. So I have just gone back to the standard way of doing things. So here we are. As you can see, I've already moved one trailer over here off camera just to make sure this conveyor belt was actually going to work and was set up right and things like that. But what we need to do is reverse way up here and get this trailer tipping. And of course he's going to stop. Let's start the conveyor belt up. The conveyor belts are horrendously slow. Maybe if I try and tip here, maybe that'll work better for me. Not particularly. What I'd like is a great big huge over the top pile. As you can see, the money's going up slowly. Bear in mind, we have many trailers to move. It's also worth noting that the chat box is working. That's another thing that wasn't working in the event that I done on Wednesday. So it is working today. It's not set perfectly right, but it's pretty close. I think I need another chat box. I think if Josie would be ever so kind as to look into making one of those, that would be ideal, because that one there is my attempt and it's not worked very well. So there we go. One more empty trailer. So out of our 13 trailers, we've only got 11 of them left. Actually, I may just dump the trailers over here. I do need one of them for later on, but we'll just use the one that's on the highway for that. Move the truck out of the way. Now, how is this keeping up with what we're putting in it? Not very well. It's trying, but it's not doing particularly well. Now you may notice we've got a pretty big, huge tractor over here. This is a Class 5000 Xeron. I love these tractors. And we put this dozer blade on the back, purely to... apparently I can pick that up. Purely to move the stack around. So if we put that down, we should be able to move the stack around. Not particularly well right enough, but still. Yeah, that's not really working the way I planned it. May need to use this later on, but for now it can just... let's sit in this weighbridge. There is another way I could do this. I could do this with a wheel loader, but that takes some amount of time. I could also try and put in a loading ramp here. Never actually looked at loading ramps, so we'll place one nearby and see how it looks for height. See if that speeds the process up a bit. If I even have it enabled. There it is. Do I have a better one? No, I don't. There's I can't place it anywhere near here. Yeah, that's not going to work because I can't place it on the... I cannot place it on the concrete. Can't place it on the roads or anything like that. That's a shame. The other option would be, do I have another way of selling the silage? I don't think I do. I'd say that's a firm no. I don't. So this is apparently the best way to do this. It's really struggling to keep up. But it is slowly eating away at this pile. And we're raking the money into it. If I go too far away from here, this conveyor belt's going to stop, and I want this cleared first. I may get rid of the conveyor belt and move on to a great big wheel loader. What's the biggest bucket I have for wheel loaders anyway? That one holds 6,000 litres, which is pretty reasonable to be fair. Apparently that holds 3,507 bales. Fair enough. 3,000 litres, 4,000 litres, 3, 4, 3, 3, 3.5, 700. There's this one that holds 6,000 litres. Do I have a bigger bucket somewhere? I have my doubts. That's a terribly small bucket. These are all going to be the same, yeah. Well, let's buy that shovel legitimately with our own money this time. So we need a wheel loader. A little bit short for those ones. This one will do. There's 20 grand down the drain. But this is a machine that we'll be able to keep. Let's go and pick it up from the shop. A leaper. This thing is not the quickest machine in the world, but it's our very own wheel loader for the farm. It's about time we had one. It is about time we had one, but doing it this way means that we'll be able to move 2 trailer loads down at a time, tip them on the ground and use this to shovel them about. It'll be 20 loads per 2 trailers, more than that in fact, more than 20 trips with 2 trailers, so we might move the conveyor belt to the side and we'll work the wheel loader while the conveyor belt's topping things up as well. Maybe not a bad way to do things. Bit more of a direct way of doing things. But thanks to everyone who has come along to watch this stream tonight. Come and say hello in the chat if you're enjoying the stream. Like this, hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button too. Let's see if we can make it to our sub goal tonight. That would be absolutely amazing. We're only 4 away. There is also a share button at the bottom of this stream, where you can share this stream among your friends if you choose to do so. That would be very much appreciated as well. Let's see if we can have our best stream to date tonight. That would be pretty awesome. Oh, that is a lamppost. There are too many screens to look at tonight. Tonight I've actually given myself 3 screens to look at because I'm looking at the live stream dashboard. I'm looking at it in the same way that everyone else sees it, and I've got the game as well. So 3 different screens to look at. Authorised vehicles only. I'll be the judge of that. I knocked that sign over on purpose, Josie. As you can see, once you get too far away from the conveyor belt, it stops. Let's try and reposition this. I would like it to feed in from the side if possible. I think it should be happy there. I'll lift it to kind of get out of the way of the wheel loader a bit. And what we'll do is we'll just double check that it works by dumping some silage in front of it. Or on it, even. Helps if you turn the conveyor belt on. Okay, it's not happy with that position. Not surprised that I'm off at a terrible angle. That works. Got loads of stuff to crash into tonight. It never quite gives you 100% of a bucket. It does mean our money will go up in the occasional larger increment. It's a bit quicker doing it this way. Need to try and avoid doing that though. Right, let's go and get a couple of trailers. We're not going to road train anything tonight because that was just chaos on Wednesday. That's why I've got two trucks so we can use follow me and we can have the two trucks going at the same time. The other thing we need to do is we have a great big combine that we're getting a shot of, and we need to get that started. Because that's the main goal tonight, is to actually have some bales going. So I probably won't sell all of our silage tonight. Here is the combine in question. The T670i John Deere. This thing's great big huge thing. Hang on. Try that one again. Don't want the alternative helper. You can just go away. There we go. Straw swap. That's exactly what we want. I'll let that carry on for a bit. With straw comes bales. That's the whole idea. Yeah, there's two of these trucks. We are borrowing these two, but we will look to get our own. These also have the capabilities of having hook lift on them as well, which will provide an awful lot of use to the farm. So we can get rid of the fifth wheel and have a hook lift on the back as well. Well, instead, even. Now let's pick two trailers from here. I'll have this one. Maybe. At least this truck's not soggy. Nothing wrong with running over cows. I said that on Wednesday. I don't suggest people go out and run over cows, but if given the opportunity, like I said, cheaper than a divorce. Right, let's set this up on a follow me. A little bit further away than that, seeing as it's yeah, that's a bit much. Wow, talk about tailgate. That's better. The AI workers are not as good as driving as me, so they do occasionally end up in situations like that. He's completely rammed into the back of us and still try to go forward, but we need to wait for this combine to figure out what it's doing, other than going back and forth. What is it doing? You know what? It can wait on us. I'm greatly confused. Yeah, that's what I mean by the AI workers. I'm very confused as to what that hired worker is supposed to be doing. Maybe I should have used the advanced AI. Oh, you'd be surprised, Annie. You would be surprised what AI workers do. I mean, look at that. It's like he's going for an overtake. He's that close we can't even see him in the mirror. He's actually managing not bad this time. He is a bit twitchy though. Well. You were saying, Annie? Uh-huh. Well, he can just wait there for us. Alright, we're going to tip our load where the conveyor belt can get to it. And while that's tipping, I'm going to very quickly run over here and turn this on. Don't stop on my account, keep going. Trailer's stuck. Well, that'll do. Can't believe that the hired worker is 100% full of wheat already. Let's get rid of this trailer. Move the truck out of the way as well. That hired worker there is still. There we go. On you go, son. Did you waste all the diesel? Hired workers. Good for slow moving vehicles, suck at everything else. Well, that's actually quite hard to achieve. We've done well to do that. Don't know how we're going to fix that one. You know what? While it's unloading, they can continue. Could actually be doing with the weight on this thing. It's a bit bouncy. I tipped away too close. gonna be fun trying to get that truck out of that situation. Yeah, almost up to 100 grand already. Which we badly need the money. So we have a truck to buy at least. Can I make that any quicker? Let's see, game settings, no game settings. See if that helps. A little bit. Not by much, but a little bit. We get to keep this wheel loader, which is nice. Yeah, it's funny you said that there, Josie. Yeah, we are keeping this wheel loader. We bought it legitimately. We haven't turned the money cheat on today. So this was purchased with our very own money. This isn't a loan. So it's definitely one to keep on the farm. Okay, that kind of settles that. Let's speed time up. Speeding time up makes the machine work quicker. So we did just fill it. Time to go too fast though. Looks like the conveyor belt's doing a better job than we are. But still, it's nice to have two things putting money into the BGA. Slowly digging the trailer out. 110,000, and that's the conveyor belt finished with its load apparently. It's only got a little bit there, but there's going to be those little bits. We do need to get over to the combine though. Right, we'll get rid of this silage that we've got here first. At least that way we can take the trailer over to the combine, of course. It's kind of bellied over there. and slowly dig it out. I think what we'll do next time is we'll bring 2 loads over for the conveyor belt, and we'll do a third for us. So of course we can only take 2 loads at a time, but we do need to get to that combine as soon as possible. It's sitting there costing a bit of money. The hard work is just sitting there with his thumb in a place it shouldn't be. Let's try not to tip this all over the ground, because we just have to pick it up again if we do. It's worth noting, those conveyor belts also work for bales. So that conveyor belt there, we'll be buying one of those legitimately. And when we take bales down here, that's what we'll put them on. Josie is about to give everyone the links to the social media. I encourage everyone to check out Discord. I spend a lot of time on Discord, and that is the best place you can catch me and speak to me and Josie directly when I'm not live streaming. Josie is also a moderator on there, so feel free to head over there and speak to either of us. It's the social media I do spend the most amount of time on. And it's also where you can go and get behind the scenes updates on this map from time to time, as well as other maps and other games that I'm doing. I've recently, just today, downloaded 2 new games that I'm going to be bringing to the channel, details of which will first be released on Discord. So if you head over there, you'll be able to find out what they are before everyone else, which is worth it in itself, is it not? I do have a Facebook as well. Josie manages that entirely herself, because I have never actually been on it. I keep meaning to on it, but I'm not the biggest fan of Facebook. It's not my favourite social media. Too many controversies recently for my liking. See if we can get some of that from under that trailer. Or maybe we'll just get the trailer stuck on our wheel loader as well. Slowly tidying this bit up. Not sure if I can move that truck yet, but I'll take a little bit more out before I even attempt it. Seems like that pile at the front there is actually what's causing the problems. Which is kind of understandable, to be honest. Push everything forward a little bit. No, we can. Well, it's worth a try though. So as for this BGA area, this is an area that I'd like to come and work on next in Giant Cider. So what would you like to see down here? What changes do you think we should make? I personally think there needs to be some sheds here for a start, and some of the silos, some of the clamps need to be taken out. We don't need that many clamps here. We only really need one. Probably not even going to use one. I might leave two, so we've got a spare one. But it's entirely up to you guys. So you can either let me know in the chat just now, or you can head over to Discord where you can let me know there. There is a series specifically for, a server specifically for this series. I'm gonna have to try and move that truck. That's what you call power. That's it. I'll get traction on the wheel loader. Let's just throw this one somewhere. Anywhere. Of course I drive back into it with the truck. It's just kind of normal. So Josie, having a look at this truck here, what type of truck is this supposed to represent? Is this an old Mack truck by chance? Another little known fact about Josie. Josie, I believe, used to fix big American trucks. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, Josie, but I'm sure you've mentioned that to me at some point. Women of many, many, many talents. And there was me thinking I was impressive because I used to fix cars. Kinda outdo me on every front there, Josie. You can't beat a big diesel engine. Nothing quite like having a nice big Caterpillar engine in something, is there, Josie? There you go. Last half a bucket load. We've got 145,000 euros. It's supposed to be dollars, but I've been playing on a map that required euros earlier, so yeah. It's still set to euros. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this here. Now that that's done, well, not to worry, Josie. I mentioned to you previously that at some point I plan on buying a tractor IRL, for everyone who's wondering, and I will definitely be needing some assistance with it. I've never worked on bigger diesel engines. I've certainly never worked on tractors, so you can help with that one. And that was a very risky comment to make there, Steve. Look at that, it was almost synchronized drifting there. Right, there's the hired worker there. Let's pick up another couple of trailers. Looks like we've lost the other truck somewhere. Wonder where we lost him. Gotta actually see him. Oh, he's stuck in a tree. Just to him. Hi there, soldier. Soldier, how are you doing tonight? So we will be getting a couple of trailers up to the BGA, ready to unload. And as soon as we can, we'll unload both of them at the conveyor belt. And then we'll come back. And I'll get a truck set up to unload the John Deere, and then we'll be taking a third trailer up to the BGA. There you go, Josie. I think a lot of people come along to the live streams just to speak to you. That brings you meaning to having a pushy hired worker. I think that it wouldn't be a bad thing, Josie, to maybe explain to everyone in the chat what MS is. It's one of those things that, unless you've had to experience it, it's not something that's necessarily known by everyone. And it may answer a few questions as to the fact that you're not that old. Oh, we've lost a hired worker again. My crashes aren't that spectacular sometimes. Sometimes they're just boring crashes. And when you think about it, I crash less often than the AI, so I can't be that bad of a driver. AI is a lot worse than I am. We do need to take this trailer away with us. So that we can empty the John Deere combine. and get on with ploughing, not ploughing, baling as soon as possible. Well, that was kind of inevitable. That one was a bit more unexpected. Alright, that one was entirely my fault. Was not paying attention there whatsoever. Where did the AI worker end up? He was doing well to follow us off the highway, but where did he actually end up? That's the point actually, I don't see him at all. Where did he go? Now, you can see the tracks that I took. So I don't know why he did that. See that? Drifted there. It's personal gain or something, I don't know. It makes me feel good about myself, okay? Right, let's while that's loading up, we'll get this one unloaded. So what do we think, guys? Should we actually get a functioning silage clamp at the farm, or near the farm? And if so, should it be one that should it be in the main farm area to replace what's currently there, or should it be just sort of near the farm? Or is one at the cows enough? See if I can dump this one on top. With a little bit of luck we will. Should we have a working silage clamp similar, well, not similar, should we steal one of these silage clamps for our farm? And if so, should it be in the main farmyard, or should it just be nearby, or is the one at the cow shed and the cow pasture, is that one enough? Should we just stick with that one that we currently have, or do we get another? That's a choice that's entirely up to you guys in the chat. Let me know what to do over the weekend in Giant Center. Oh, I would stop with 8% left, wouldn't it? There we go. Right. We don't need this trailer can go away. I have a trailer in every one of these clamps at this rate. We will let it fold all the way down though. That is quite a pile of silage we've got going on there. I don't, strictly speaking, need one, but it's whether or not we want one. That is the choice. It's more about preference than necessity. We don't need as many as there is currently on the map, so the number on the map will be reduced, but do we move one from the BGA to the farm and then take out probably about 4 of them from the BGA, probably going to leave 2 at the BGA. So I think there's a 5 or 6 or something, which is unnecessary. This hired worker is terrible. I mean, like, really terrible. Right. This truck can now stay there It's going to be used just to cart grain for us. 850 hook. I do like these trucks. They're actually not bad looking at all. They're kind of terrible to drive, but they look nice. We could, with the amount of money that we're making from the silage, it's always an option to increase the amount of silage we have going on. With the amount of money we're getting from doing the silage, I'm actually going to look to expand our fleet to much larger vehicles. Our first purchase is actually going to be one of these hook lift trucks, but we will get it as a hook lift rather than a fifth wheel attachment. Have you, Annie? It's been running relatively okay on my other screens. How's everyone else doing for lag? There is really good money in silage. It's worth pointing out that I didn't leave the silage to ferment as long as I should have. I sped time up ridiculously fast. I skipped out 2-3 days between live streams just to have the clamp fermented properly. I'm getting a touch here and there, but it's not that bad. And the video is only maybe about 4 or 5 seconds behind, roughly. Oh, there's a lamppost. Alright, let's unload this trailer. Yeah, there was a bit of an issue with the internet when I started the stream. I was hoping it would kind of stabilise a bit, but I'll just check actually. Right, let me see here. I do have a steady bitrate, but I have dropped 89 frames. Hopefully it's not something that's going to continue. I have very unusual internet. I have very, very good download speed, but terrible upload speed. It's upload speed that counts when you're streaming. So I have no idea how that has even happened. Usually your download speed is well, your upload speed is 1/3 of your download speed, but in my case it's not anywhere near that. It's more like I get maybe 3 megabyte upload and then about 20 download, which is just weird. Alright, let's see how this gets on. We've got 3 trailer loads here to get rid of. May have to speed the time up a bit when this fills up, because it is going to. LPG is almost ready to be emptied again. That's insane. That's the combine. We may change our wheel loader for a different one when we do have more money. But we do have a whole heap of wheat to sell at some point. I could have got the other combine on the go as well, because we do have our own combine that we never use. Disco wheel loader there. Helper G has a full grain tank, and that's filling up way too fast. I wonder if we'll get to 250,000. And we're not getting as much money for the silage as we were at the start, because the price does go down with the more of it you give, and we're way over the top with how much we're giving them. I mean, this will be 6 trailers we've given them, which would be almost 500,000 litres. About 400,000 litres of silage we're actually giving them today. But we'll save the other 6 trailers for another day. Oh, 6 and a bit trailers. We might use what's in the clamp to give to the cows. Sitting there wrapping grass bales for a little while. So what do we think, guys? Should we get a clamp at the farm? What would you like to see me do next to the map? Do I work on the BGA? Do I work on the pig farm? Do I just pick a random area of the map and change it a bit? What should we do? Do we add more to the farm? Well, thanks to everyone who has liked this video so far. I'm very happy that we've made it to 10 likes. That's... Oh. I need to speed time up. There we go. At 5 times speed it's able to kind of keep up with the conveyor belt at least. Once we clear our pile here, we will just start taking from the conveyor belt's pile. If you have just come along to the stream, thanks so much for joining us tonight. Come and say hello in the chat. If you haven't done so already, hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. Let's see if we can get to our sub goal tonight. It's only 4 subscribers away from that. That would be absolutely amazing if we were able to achieve that tonight. Add more to the farm. What should we add to the farm next, Steve? What would you like to see us put in? We already have quite a few sheds. We've got our silos. What else do we need? What would you like to see? We even have a giant cow statue. Should we expand the farmyard itself? Make it a huge farm. It would mean taking out a couple of fields though, but it is certainly doable. Now we do have a bit of silage under this, which was an issue. I could certainly try and get back the chickens. I will try and do that for Monday's live stream. It's going to take a little bit of work that. I'm not sure exactly if I am able to get back the chickens, but I'll figure one way out or another. Nothing is impossible. We're up to 215,000. With this amount of money we will be looking to buy some fields. I have my eye on a couple of fields nearby to the farm that would be the sensible choices to get. And we also have the opportunity to make a field very near to the farm as well. And the area, oh dear, crashed into the conveyor belt there. The area behind the cows, we could put a field in there, plough a field in there. Let's see, well, we've got 5 trailers down here, one sitting on the road and one with grain in it. Yeah, this has finished our job. Let's start eating away at what this conveyor belt's got left. I think we shouldn't have any problem making it to 250,000. This will be the last silage that we do today. So we do need to worry about making bales and caring for our animals. I can grow wheat, barley, canola, oilseed radish, corn, sunflowers, poplars for the purpose of wood chips. Trying to remember them all now. Let's have a look. Right, wheat, barley, canola, sunflowers, soybeans, corn, potatoes, sugar beets. Apparently we can also have a sugarcane. There's obviously the grass crops as well. Oilseed radish is not a sellable crop though. It is what's known as a cover crop. You put oilseed radish in and it services as a fertilizing stage. So you grow it and then you till it into the field. You don't harvest it. Which is an interesting way of doing things. Let's try and push all this stuff over to where the conveyor belt can reach it. If we can, that is. Stopped by a tiny little light. What else would I have trouble reaching there? Maybe these furthest away bits might still be a bit of a problem. Hope if I went in the right way. There you go, Josie and her infinite wealth of knowledge there. suppose we could look at doing a bit of sugarcane. Sugarcane is a type of crop that you harvest it 3 times before you have to rework the soil. You get multiple harvests out of each field with sugarcane. So it does just grow back. You don't completely cut the stalks out of the field like you do with the likes of corn. I think that'll do it for pushing us around. Let's get this thing out of the way. You can just disappear into the bushes over there. I like the tractor, but I hate that dozer blade. Oh, we've made it over that 250,000 mark. We will just watch this all disappear now. We're about to able to reach over here. Don't think I can reach this little bit though. So we'll just come in with the wheel loader, and it actually doesn't bring a good price, Josie. It brings a shockingly bad price. As you can see here, 333 money units per 1,000 litres. But I actually have never done sugarcane on Farm Simulator, so I don't know what the yield's like. With that kind of price, I would expect an amazingly good yield. Like I said, I've never actually done it before, so no problem, Annie. See you when you get back. Let's just tidy up a little bit here. There we go. We've got 23% of a bucket here. And we're done with the silage. You know what I'm actually going to do? I am going to empty the combine one more time. Went past it. There it is. Don't know what that beeping was there. Not sure if that was maybe in the song it's playing. We'll get this emptied one more time, and then I'm going to turn the money cheat on, get rid of both of these trucks, and we will buy our own. I'll turn the money cheat on to get rid of the trucks, otherwise we'll get the money for it, and we don't want that. We can't sell the trailers until all the silage is gone, otherwise we may accidentally sell a trailer for the silage, and that wouldn't be very good at all. My god, that John Deere holds a lot of wheat. Let's go ahead and leave this trailer over here. Money cheat on. Like I said, we are just going to sell the trucks. Here they are. And then we'll come out here. See, we would have made another 276,000 by selling those there that was not rightfully earned. And then what we'll do is we'll actually buy them back. They are very expensive. Ooh, do we get a pink truck? That would be silly. What colour should we do it, guys? Our truck is white, so we could... Mantha would love a pink truck. Yeah, can't argue with that. Oh, there's a good chunk of our money gone. There we go. There is our very own, with the spoiler, purchased legitimately. Never left us an awful lot of money, but that's fine because we've got a heap of grain to sell. And we will end up getting the hook lift attachment for it, which is another 5,000, and we'll be putting hook lift equipment on the back of it from an IT runner pack, which will be very interesting. We can get all sorts of things on the back of it, from grain trailers to slurry spreaders to manure wagons to all sorts. You can put bale trailers on it and everything. But for now, it's just going to be used to cart. Speaking of, it is time to start baling. It's about time we got on with the baling. So we need that straw for the cows. Hey, you missed us. You missed us buying a truck there, Annie. I sold both of the black trucks, and we've gone ahead and bought ourselves a new one. You can just see it there. It's matching our colour scheme. We bought that truck legitimately. We will be keeping hold of that truck. It's not one we've borrowed. We bought it. That is a big stack of straw there. I'm not even going to bother to pick it all up. Get so many bales. Yes, we now have a very, very pink truck with a very ridiculous looking spoiler. Because of course we do. When we can afford it, we will buy one of those trailers to go along with it, and we will probably get it to match because of, you know, why not? The amount of bales we're getting here is unreal. This is just the first of 4 fields. The size of that straw swath. It's ridiculous. It's good fun though. This is what we need though. We need a lot of bales. I'm wanting over 100 straw bales. Helper G has a full grain tank. We'll get to the end of this swath and then we'll go and empty him. I think you may be right there, Annie. You don't live overly far away from me and the weather is not the greatest tonight. this bit here. That is quite unfortunate there, Annie. I do apologise about that. What I'm going to do, let's get another combine on the go. What is the biggest header I have actually? 10.7, 12.2, 12.5, 13.7, that's ridiculous. Well, I'll have one of those. Yeah, we're just borrowing this. We'll stick it on stick it on the proper combine. Let's move this completely out of the way again. He is only halfway across this field. Look at that header is conveniently on a trailer for us. I like it when the headers come on trailers. Unfold the combine. This is actually a bigger combine than John Deere. That is true, Annie. Let's turn the money cheap back off, just in case we go to buy or sell something else. Let's turn the alternate helper off on this one too. We'll get this one started in another field, see if we can get through all of the fields tonight. With two combines going at the same time, that shouldn't be an issue. We could even get a third combine going because we already have one ourselves. Tiny little class. I don't know if the pipe on it is tall enough to get over the top of the trailer though, so maybe better not doing that. Disconnect the header, fold it up, and get this one on the go too. No. I'm sure I turned that off. That's going to be fun to pick that mess up. Where did we leave the Massey? we're not worried about leaving little bits of straw in the field because well, we will be making enough bales without picking up every tiny little bit. Getting 2 combines on the go is going to make things quicker, because that hired worker, he's just kind of, I don't even know what he's playing at. We've got a combine over there working on things as well. I mean, look at that, it's halfway through the field. Means I'm catching him up with the baler way too quickly. Interesting to see how many bales we can actually create from this. We do need to stock up on all our straw again, since the only straw we had was a little bit from field 12. Would be nice to get another baler though. This baler does work fine, but it'd be nice to get a bigger one. Something that's a bit more, yeah, a bit more modern. We're gonna work towards that though. Helper G, which one's that? That is the John Deere, it's almost full again. I feel like I should have started him at the other end of the field, because then we would have wouldn't have to do all that crop destruction to empty him every time. That is quite a straw swath there. Knocked us off our line and everything. Our Helper G is full. We'll get to the end of our swath before we bother ourselves with him. Helper J is over there. Only 62%. He's only done 2 passes. Left a big bit at the end of the field though. The amount of bales we've got in this field already. We're only just over halfway. It is certainly going to be interesting to get rid of all of these. Not that we're going to be getting rid of all, it's just to be interesting to get them all put away. We're definitely going to fill our bale storage. I do want to start working towards doing some root crops. I think that would be quite cool. Right, where is the lovely pink truck? And navigate around this maze of bales now. Like the New Holland is almost ready to empty as well. It's at 94%, so we as well going and emptying it before we get back to bale. This John Deere takes a long time to empty. Any second now it'll be finished. There we go. I'm just going to empty the New Holland, which is just across the road here. Somewhere over there. We don't need to sit here with this one. We can just let it carry on. We'll get back in the Massey Ferguson and get on with baling. Going to take it across the road, let that John Deere get on with things. We'll start working on this side of the road. We do have root crop storage, so we can definitely do potatoes. I just need to purchase the stuff to do it. And we are going to need somewhere in the region of $500,000 to get a potato harvester. Or at least a half decent potato harvester at that. The only problem is potato harvesting does take an excessively long time to do, so one may not be enough to do it. We may need to get multiple harvesters. I think there is actually a map called Pacific Northwest. I know there's a seasons geo for the Pacific Northwest. It would have maybe been an idea to put seasons on this map. We may do that, but in order to do that we are going to have to completely clear all the crops out of the field. Because as soon as it turns seasons on, it's going to kind of kill off all the crops. So we'd have to harvest absolutely everything beforehand. But is that something that you guys would like to see? Should I start running this with seasons on? It does mean that we will have a 4-season year. We will have to go through spring, summer, autumn and winter, and in winter we will get snow, which does mean that crops won't grow. It also means that we'll have to plant everything in spring and have it grow over summer and harvest it in autumn. How's the John Deere getting on? 65%. Let's go back across the road, continue on with this field, let the New Holland get further ahead. No point sitting waiting on swaths to be created, although we could go and get the bale trailer. But I'd like these fields done first, and then we can pick them up while the harvesters are doing the next two fields. The next two fields are smaller though. New Holland might end up doing them themselves. Itself, should I say. While the John Deere's still in this field. It would look cool, Annie. It does come with its drawbacks. I wouldn't be able to speed up time the way I do now because it makes the fields act very strange. Kind of ruins all your crops, and it means that you actually have a year cycle. But I could set it so that I think the lowest I can set it is three days per season, so that would be a week per season, a week of live streams per season. I think that's the lowest setting I can put it to. But it does give us temperatures and things that we have to work to. The HUD of the game will change slightly, so it'll show us if the ground is wet or frozen, and what the general sort of temperature is. Who are you on about there, Steve? That's needing emptied again. How is our 84% in our trailer? Oh, the city's missed. Let's run faster. I kind of have a toned down accent, given that I do YouTube. If I had a broad Scottish accent, no one would know what I'm saying. So I do tend to have sort of a telephone voice when I'm doing my videos. I'm also being told quite a lot I sound Irish, which I find very unusual because I've never even been to Ireland. Where is the best place to sell wheat, I wonder? It would be Goldcrest Pacific Grain. I can assure you, Steve, I am 100% Scottish, and I've lived here for most of my life. I spent a brief couple of years living in England, but the rest of the time I lived right here in Scotland. And it is definitely the, in my opinion, the best place in the world. Wouldn't live anywhere else. We're going to go and make a bit of money selling off 70,000 litres of wheat. Yeah, my accent is a little bit mixed. I mean, I've spent many years with Josie, so I have picked up the occasional American word here and there. And sometimes it's not just me taking the mick out of Josie. Sometimes it's by accident. Annie, I think your accent is quite proper. I don't think you have much of an accent, to be honest. I'm making good money out of this. I wasn't expecting to make this much money out of wheat. These trailers take way too long to unload. Any second now. There we go. 81,974 we got for that. Now, if we look at potato harvesters, 429,000 for this harvester, and it has a 3 meter working width. Josie is my stepmom. She's my dad's second wife. So not my blood mother, but considerably better than my blood mother. Not a fan of that individual in the slightest. That is definitely one bovine that I wouldn't slow down for. But Josie has been part of my life for many years. I think I met Josie when I was 10 or 11, I believe. I think the first time I met her, she helped me do my homework, in fact. That was certainly a long time ago. I've not had homework in many years now. Yeah, I actually get on. I get on very well with Josie. Actually, currently, Josie is in the other room from me. She sits in the other room and moderates this chat, and I'm through in this room making these videos. Where's that John Deere? I have a feeling it's going to be nearly full. Oh no, he's just sitting there, waiting for the baler. That's just very helpful. There you go, Josie, another road sign being murdered just for you. Can't say I never give you anything. I probably should get that last bit. I'll do that bit myself though. I'm gonna stop the in-game time just now because it's getting a bit on the dim side. So I'll just freeze time. This baler needs washed. It's terribly filthy. At the rate that we're getting bales out though, that's pretty impressive. Just spitting the bales out. This is a bit of a weird swath that the New Holland did here. It's a bit bumpy looking. It's actually worth saying, I completely forgot that I did this, but earlier I took a new screenshot for this series, because the screenshot that I've been using is no longer relevant. It's just, the screenshot I've been using is of the camper and that little shed that we had, and we don't have either of those anymore. So I actually need to get that thumbnail made and replaced. Let's see, the John Deere is at 70% capacity again. Look at that, I can harvest the field too. I don't always have to hire things out. I'm not going to get all this in one. That bit at the end, we'll leave that, I think. Yeah, we'll leave that. It's not worth going over. We'll get this New Holland up to the next field, get it cracking on with that, while we finish baling in this field. We'll have to empty the John Deere any second now. If you have just joined the stream, welcome along, come and say hello in the chat. And if you are enjoying the stream, hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. See if we can get a little bit closer to our sub goal for this evening. That would be absolutely amazing to do. Alright, let's get the last of this swaths done. Dragging my baler across the railway track, that's going to be healthy for it. For those of you interested, I will be beginning to start streaming on Twitch again very soon. I will be bringing a couple of different games to Twitch. I'm not entirely sure of the schedule. I will release details of the schedule on Twitch, Twitter and Discord for anyone interested in watching over there. One of the series will more than likely be Farming Simulator. I will probably live stream Farming Simulator on Twitch every now and again. But there's a couple of other games that I've gotten that I'd like to stream over there. It's worth pointing out that Twitch is sort of a different style of live stream to YouTube. I tend to make sure that my YouTube streams are family friendly and things like that, and it's kind of, you know, suitable for all ages. My Twitch streams are not necessarily going to be the same. They're sort of going to be like the after hours version. So if you do join me over on Twitch, don't be surprised if you hear swearing and things like that, and maybe some slightly less appropriate games. I plan on doing a couple of horror games on the lead up to Halloween, so there'll be some gory, vicious type horror games, Halloween style things, that may not be suitable for all audiences, but the details of that will be released on Discord in due course. I will also be doing some Halloween games on YouTube in the coming month or so, but they'll be slightly more family friendly than some of the ones I have planned for Twitch. But I will keep everyone up to date as to the progress on that. And I also have a couple of new series that is coming to YouTube. I've been recording some footage of that today, so keep an eye out for that. A couple of different games. There will be a return to Car Mechanic Simulator on my channel very soon as well, where I take it upon myself to restore a junkyard car. It is a lovely old Plymouth that's having its own mini-series. So if you're interested in car-related content as well, there's going to be that available. I currently have a couple of series on there just now, but they're quite old now, so I took it upon myself to make a new one today. How much has that John Deere got left? Alright, let's get this baler sort of out of the way. John Deere always gets kind of stuck. One of the Twitch games that I'm thinking about playing again is on my old Twitch account. I used to do a lot of live streams of Ark Survival Evolved, and it proved to be relatively popular, so I'm considering bringing that back as well. So for those of you who are fans of dinosaurs and the occasional murder chicken, you will be able to watch me swear repeatedly as I get my face eaten by raptors every 5 minutes. Always a fun thing to do. That, or if I venture into the infamous cave again, where I lose dinosaurs every 5 minutes for some reason, I may get eaten by bats again. That was a fun one. Murder chicken still has to be my favourite thing that happened on Ark, though. There's a random giant feathered dinosaur thing that I thought would be fun to make a pet. Decided to eat me. I think possibly there's an archive of that somewhere on my channel on YouTube. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to double check that one. But I think it's time we start picking up some of these bales. That New Holland has finished that field. To pick up the bales, we are going to need another tractor. I think we'll take the Doots because we seldom use it. We'll probably be replacing this Doots. Probably go about replacing all of our tractors, in fact. We now have money, so we're going to be getting more of it too. And the only thing is I can't actually remember where I left the bale trailer. There's a point. I know it's not in the main farm. We just finished that field, so we'll get on to baling that in a while. I think, oh, there's the bale trailer. Why did I leave it there? A weird place for me to leave a trailer. Alright, let's make sure it's in operating position, which I believe it is. And let's start picking up all these bales. Before we do that, let's see actually, how many bales have we created so far in this session? Created bales. 183 bales in this session. That is a bit mental considering we've only finished one field. $183, that's a lot of bales. It's going to take quite a few cart runs to get all of these away. But we'll get there. Providing I don't jackknife the trailer like that. It's just... very slow one. Might need to use a Massey for this. Might have to swap the Massey and the Doots over. This is a bit slow. I only got one more field to harvest. We'll get these bales picked up in this live stream. May leave that field until Monday. And maybe what we start the stream off with is harvesting that final field. Yeah, this is really struggling. Even that much of a hill. Now this will go straight into our bale shed. Of course the truck's in the way. Hopefully they won't just fly across the map. Good enough. We'll pick up the rest of them after. Yeah, we're going to have to put the Massey onto this tractor. It's struggling a bit to move this trailer, even empty. Probably won't pick up all the bales given the amount of them. But we already have more bales than we can fit in our shed. It's worth pointing that out. Our shed is going to be completely full. Once I get this field completely collected with all the bales, I will show you how many. I'll show you how many bales the shed can take. I'll miss that one if I don't get it now. I'll completely forget it's there. There's got to be a better way to do this. I'm missing more than I'm collecting. One more bale and then it's going to jump off the side again, as it does. You know what? Can we just leave those bales randomly floating there? We'll pick up the Massey. Massey's a bit quicker anyway, and considerably more powerful. That must be your touch there, Josie. Floating bales. Yeah, another road sign for you. To go out and run that one over actually, and then it magically disappeared under the road. Let's see if we can get most of these into the bale shed. Even this thing's struggling a little bit. I'm going to have a look for a better auto stacking trailer. Something that's maybe able to carry more bales, because we're producing ridiculous numbers of bales. Oh, the brakes are terrible. Alright, let's get these bales in. There we go, we have storage space for another 106 bales. Some all stacked up at the side there. I wonder, do the lights work in here? I don't think they do. Is that a light switch maybe? I don't think the lights work, but there's a tree growing through the back of the shed as well. I definitely need a bigger bale trailer. I know there is one out there. Missed a couple of bales actually. I know there is one out there that can carry something like 600 bales, which looks very very odd. Not realistic at all, but it might be the best thing for us, being able to carry all of that bales. What is weird, Josie? That's a couple of bales at the end here. That's this field all completely collected. We do have to hand this field back. We are only borrowing this field, but we'll be buying it very soon. So it's up to you guys in the chat. Do we just keep hold of that field, or do we buy it legitimately? Did I miss one? If I have, I will get it in the next run. I'm actually gonna... get the truck and move the trailer with the truck, because the truck has 850 horsepower or something like that. It's very powerful, so it'll be able to drag that trailer around if it's nothing, in theory. But we will need to empty the John Deere first. It should be the last time we empty the John Deere. Hopefully. Hopefully it's the last time we have to empty the John Deere. Well, that's happening actually. Let's do some weird stuff with a bale. Start giving some of these to the cows. Now they're looking for straw now. Whew, barely scratched the surface. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to jump back in. I'm going to jump back in here. We're going to get this trailer out of the way. And we're going to drop in a full load of bales. It's always good to detach your trailers while you're moving. Just going to drop in 24 bales into the cows. Yeah, it's managing to pull this no bother at all. Luckily we should be able to put these directly into the trigger. In theory anyway. Okay. Yeah, that's info now. 44,000 litres of straw they take. That's just silliness. There's the other 6 trailers of silage sitting there. Oh. I'd rather spin than swim. because like I said, there is no way to recover vehicles. I've not fixed that part of the map yet, so we can't reset vehicles. This should make life much quicker. Let's see. I don't see any bales in this field, Josie. I think I got them all. This may go horribly wrong. Not bad. There is no nice way to reverse a dolly trailer. Right, if you have just come along to the stream, welcome along, come and say hello in the chat. And if you haven't done so already, consider hitting that like button if you are enjoying the stream. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. See if we can get a little bit closer to our sub goal. I don't see any bales in this field, Josie. Let's go and collect another couple of loads. This is exactly how you're supposed to drag one of these trailers. And that's how you come to a stop too. It's much quicker with the truck. See, with the outside of the field of view, you still see the bales in the distance, but I'm not seeing any in that field. I may be completely missing it, but I just don't see them. When the bale shed is full, it just stops accepting bales of this type. So it just reaches its capacity and you can no longer store any more bales there, in which case we will be probably selling the bales off. How are we looking for capacity now anyway? That looks pretty epic. We can take another 56. Let's see if we can fill this tonight actually. That's only another 2 and a bit loads actually. So I'll be able to show you what happens. Oh, that's just it automatically setting it to the unload position. Because I've changed it to do that, it normally would just have it floating on the trailer. I can unload directly to the trailer. But I tend not to, since you know you have to manually unload it then. And doing it this way is just much quicker. This tractor is very good at going sideways. It's worth pointing that out. There's nothing quite like having a floating stack of straw off the side of the trailer that has absolutely no collisions on it and therefore doesn't really exist. I do like all these trees we put around the farm though. Okay. That was actually kind of an impressive drift it did there. Let's actually use this road. There's the house that we have now. Bit of an upgrade from the camper we were living in. We now have our very own swimming pool. And quite a large garage as well. Always nice. You need to get rid of that little conveyor belt. Never gets used. It just kind of sits there and does nothing. That is a very strong wooden fence. Helper G has completed their task. It's about time. Let's get all of the bales from down here. Take this row next. Or these two rows, because it's actually getting both sides, which is very handy. Ah, you see another sign. We missed our turn opportunity there. Looks like our trees are now fully grown. Let's see how we're looking now. We'll take another 8. It's looking very, very nice indeed. Surprised I made it around that corner there. You can almost not even see the silos at all, which was not what I actually wanted. Ah, I shouldn't have gone that way. I just picked up a whole heap of the grass bales. Random grass bales at that. Well, that's just kind of typical. We don't need the grass bales for the likes of the cows and things. And the sheep, of course. This is become a rally tractor. It is very good at drifting, I'll give it that. Doesn't help the trailer kind of stops it, otherwise it would do some pretty epic things. How many bales have we got left in the field here? 2, only 4. We'll leave those ones on the field. Okay, that was a bit just pointless. It's going to take these down to the barn. That will put the barn over capacity, so we will have to pick up what's left. And we still have another two and a bit fields to bale. So I guess these bales will probably end up down at the BGA. This is what happens. It just tells me there's no more capacity for straw, and that is a very tall stack of straw in here. I would have never been able to stack them that nearly outside. We have 608,000 litres of straw. 152 bales in there. Which is just a few. But we'll pick up those other 4 actually. Then we'll go down to the BGA. In fact, we won't. We'll leave those 4 bales. We'll just take these ones down to the BGA and see what that conveyor belt does. Of course, we're taking grass with us too, that's fine. Make sure that's kind of set about right. We'll strap them down. No more floating bales, these are properly seated on this trailer now. That is them unloaded onto the trailer, which makes it want to do things like that. That was a good save actually. Never thought I'd be happy to hit a lamppost. This trailer is not meant to be going this fast. That is a bit touchy. Alright, let's see, let's get this thing up and going. These are supposed to take bales. Of course it's going to fall off. Well, take bales it does. That is very slow. Wow, we got £1,000 for that bill. How much are we going to get for that one? Less than 1,000. Ah, it was close. Get more for the grass bills than we are the straw bills. We get them kind of where they're supposed to go. Alright, this conveyor belt needs to move. This is more controlled than we were doing it before with the fifth wheel trailer. Get all this off the trailer for a start, and try and get some of it in. We're doing alright for money now though. Which is nice to see. How did I get a bailover? Two left. There we go, 170 grand we're finishing the stream on. That's absolutely amazing. Let's get this truck out of the way. But I think we'll get this back to the farm and we'll leave it there for tonight, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. If you have, consider hitting that like button. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button so we can get a little bit closer to 280 subscribers. Once we reach 300, there will be an in-game giveaway. And if by chance we somehow manage to make it to 500 subscribers in the next couple of weeks, I will be giving away a PC version of Farming Simulator 17. It will be a Steam code that I'll be giving away, but that will be once we reach 500 subscribers. And then there'll be another giveaway at the next milestone, but we need to reach 300 subscribers first, and then I will be giving away an in-game reward in the tune of a mod that I will place in all of my Farming Simulator live streams. I'm not sure if it'll be a billboard or maybe I'll just take a trailer and put a big sign on the side of it, something along those lines, and it will be customized to a randomly chosen winner from our 300 subscribers. But I think I'm going to leave it here for the night, guys. Thank you all very kindly for coming along, and hopefully you all enjoy your weekend, and I will be back with rebuilding Goldcrest Farm on Monday at 9 PM UK time. But thanks to everyone who's come out, and I will see you on Monday. Bye for now.